Tuesday night baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
So coming to the plate, Bradley Zimmer, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder. Zimmer is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. One there on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the one. So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and the runner back easily. Here's the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
Here's Leonis Martin as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Comes set, the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. One and one. Here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Runners on first and third, 2 away. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Indians 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 2 for 4. From the belt, the pitch. Runner going a second time. Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's in the top 5 runs scored in the American League, so he's a big part of this lineup. The guys behind him are doing a great job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Zimmer's in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch on its way. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. The 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Barnes has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. It's the Indians 1 and the Red Sox nothing. In now, Brandon Barnes, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Number 9.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Lifetime against Chris Sale. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. On the ground to third. Nunez takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Dustin Pedroia. They always say the shortstop's the captain of the defense. Well, not on any team that Dustin Pedroia is playing. This guy's nose is in the dirt for 9 straight innings and seriously turns one of the best double plays I've ever seen.
Now in the box, Jordan Luplow, and a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Here comes the first pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. Here it comes. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1-1 the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
And the next batter will be Mike Freeman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Luplow leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Freeman, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Pitch inside the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Two and two. Here it is. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We return to Fenway Park after this. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now here's the pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 0 for 5. He's set and the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Popped him up. Lindor has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Christian Vasquez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they start him out away with a called strike. The 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Popped up. Santana is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Pedroia comes up with it. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Baseman, Jose Ramirez.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses ball one. Ramirez, playing here in his age 26 season, is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today. So it looks very likely, at least, that he'll be on the squad, if not starting.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
2-0 count, the pitch, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
0-1 pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The next 3-2, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here's Carlos Santana now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
First offering on its way. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Zimmer at second. Lindor is over at first with 1 away. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
The batter, the designated
Into the
hitter,
box, Leonis Martin. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Bounce to first. Moreland is there, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
now batting.
Digging in to try it
Number 9.
again, Brandon Barnes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
2 out, nobody on. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. We played 2.5, and the Indians have taken a 4-0 lead. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Eduardo Nunez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. The 0-1 pitch. This is line to left, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Here's Mookie Betts as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And this one's in the dirt. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Hit hard towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
0-2 home now to Bogaerts. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Popped him up. Santana over to his left. One away.
Now batting.
One gone here in the Boston third. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Justin.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nunez, the runner at third. Benintendi on second. Betts on at first with 2 down. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone, ball 3.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Luplow is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Red Sox leave them loaded. They trail here 4-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping up to the plate, Jordan Luplow as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Now here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mike Freeman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now it's 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ready now, Mitch Moreland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. And right into the shift. Santana's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. A bouncer to the left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air out to right. Luplow is there, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So striding in, Bradley Zimmer, a hit in 2 tries so far.
The left fielder, number 4, Bradley.
On its way is pitch number 75. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer. Struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
2-1. Nope.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Four runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. On the move is Betts. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just off the inside corner. Two and 0 to Eduardo Nunez. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Swung on and missed. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Moving under it, Barnes, 1 away. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count even at 2-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
With how hard guys throw these days, now 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 4-0. Brian Johnson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 61, Brian Johnson.
So now Carlos Santana. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Well, you don't see this very often, Nettie B. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. Outside, 3-0 now. Johnson, a native Floridian. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Full count, 3-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in, Leonis Martin. No hits to this point.
Leonis Martin.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
The next 0-2. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Standing in, Brandon Barnes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if they fish.
Runner back safely. first offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bradley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging
Now
in,
batting,
Jordan Luplow.
the right fielder, Jordan Luplow.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high and deep out to left field. And it bangs off the monster.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This
Now
thing
batting,
caroms off the
the
wall.
catcher,
Outfielder does a
Kevin
great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
In now, Kevin Plawecki, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
2-0.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Shoots this one over to first. Moreland's there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Indians 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Striding forward now is the
Leading off,
DH, J.D.
for the Red
Martinez.
Sox,
He'll lead it off
the
for the Red
designated
Sox
hitter,
here in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far.
He's
Down
dead.
by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Freeman up the middle. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, number
Stepping
15,
in and ready for another
second
shot.
baseman,
Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin.
It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
3-2 now. The 3-2 now to Pedroia. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love
Now
watching a
batting,
pitcher that
first
can run a
baseman,
good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and
forward left.
completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Moreland, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Red Sox leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Mike Freeman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Bradley Zimmer.
Stepping in now, Bradley Zimmer, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
The count now at 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit on the ground out to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First delivery to him on the way, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Here comes the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he'll make the catch on the warning track as he just stuck his glove up in midair and hoped for the best that time. And there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Three and 2 now. Leonis Martin would be next. Freeman over at second. Zimmer at first. 2 out in the inning. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Leonis Martin. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses inside. 1-0. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. One and 1 the count now. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 on its way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. 3 left for the Indians, but they're in front 4-0.
7th inning stretch.
Standing in, Christian Vasquez.
Leading
He
off
flew out in his
for the
last
Red
at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1. This is on the ground over the first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Eduardo Nunez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, no fielder, Andrew.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. James Point takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
James Point.
Andrew Benintendi will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Barnes sprinting after it. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now to the plate, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Has a look. Now the pitch. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
2-0 count. The pitch popped him up. Freeman is under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Tyler Thornburg has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Striding in once again, Brandon Barnes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 9.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Bradley is there, and he has it for the first out. Settling in now, Jordan Luplow. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Called strike on the change. 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 2-1 on its way. 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
The batter, the catcher, Kevin.
Striding in for the Indians, Kevin Plawecki. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Luplow, base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and he pops him up. Betts coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Standing in now, Mike Freeman. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third here, 1 man out. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Another full count pitch on its way. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
In now for Cleveland, Bradley Zimmer. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for strike 2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. And he takes ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
High and away, not close. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Strike taken up in the zone.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
2 out, bases loaded. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Oliver Perez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Oliver Perez.
Now batting, Xander Bogaerts.
Leading off.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. A 1 pitch on its way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there
Now
for the
back,
first out.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Coming to the plate now, Dustin Pedroia, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. The matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He also has 1 home run. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 4-0. Brandon Workman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Carlos Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Hit well on the ground to first, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Leonis Martin.
In now, Leonis Martin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Lindor at second. Santana on at first with nobody out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Workman, a native Texan. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Brandon Barnes, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Betts is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordan Luplow.
Into the box, Jordan Luplow. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's a fair ball. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin.
So digging in now, Kevin Plawecki. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Looking to minimize the damage here. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fouled off. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians forced to settle for 1. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Tribe lead this one 5-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Mitch Moreland. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Junior.
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Digging in, Christian Vasquez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
That's 2-0. That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Stepping up now, Eduardo Nunez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Andrew.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Cleveland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Clevenger earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.